This is green frilly boy, a Great Salt Lake species discovered in 2021 by Westminster University professor Bonnie Baxter and one of her students, Olivia Preston.
I'm an undergraduate researcher at Great Salt Lake Institute at Westminster University, and I took over this project from a previous senior who was studying the microbialites. And then when we were sort of trying to analyze the desiccated microbialites after 2021, where there was the historical low, we found this species sort of emerge out of these tanks that we have. And that's where we started plating green frilly boy.
Microbialites are mounds that usually sit beneath the lake's surface, allowing microbes to build mats and serve as a food source for brine fly pupa and larvae. When lake levels hit a historic low in 2021, the microbialite mounds dried out.
More than 50% of the photosynthesis for the lake was just gone. So we wanted to know what would happen with the community reestablished if we took some dried microbialites and put them in a tank, and how would the microbes start to rebuild? And so that's how the experiment started.
Baxter said she'd been studying microbialites for a while, but she'd never seen the species that came to be known as green frilly boy.
And so we were very surprised. And the way he grows is kind of magical.
When microbiologists study microbes, they like to separate a single organism from others that may be in a specimen, making it easier to understand them on an individual level. Preston referred to this process as streaking out a species.
Normally, when you're streaking things, you can kind of streak them out and get isolated colonies. But with GFB, we were streaking him out, and he grows in like these super interconnected, intertwined, like highways almost, like railroads all over the plate of agar. So it's really hard to streak him out.
Although they don't have a definitive answer yet, Baxter and Preston believe green frilly boy had been lurking in small numbers before the lake's low. Then the species was the first to return, helping set the stage for other microbes to recover.
Yeah, I think it probably was there in small numbers, but also I think he might be more prevalent where the Bear River flows into the lake at that spot north of Antelope Island, because the salinity would be lower where the freshwater is coming in, and it would be a happier place. And so when the lake shrunk, not only did the microbialites become dried out, but the water got really super salty too.
They've been working with other Utah researchers to understand what green frilly boy does in hopes of assigning the species a scientific name. For now, though, they're sticking with green frilly boy.
Liv's been doing a lot of genomics work looking at the regrowth of these mats and trying to understand how they are different from the old mats that were in the healthy lake. But yeah, we're trying to understand what his capabilities are, and you can't really do that until you get it isolated and sequence the genome.